Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Relaria Celine, your intuitive guide.
And I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
Right, and together we bridge celestial wisdom,
Really aiming to unlock your modern path
helping you discover those guiding starlight insights,
and explore the powerful cosmic energies that are always at play.
So the big question today really is, how do planetary transits shape your story today?
Well, today we're embarking on a deep dive, specifically tailored for you if you happen to be a Libra Sun Man with Leo rising.
Exactly. And our source for this is the Solar Sovereign's 2025 Cosmic Forecast. Our whole mission here is to, well, unpack its key insights.
Right, to illuminate your potential path through 2025.
In this forecast, it's not just about, predicting things. It's more about understanding the unique energy of your year.
This blend where, as the source puts it, cosmic justice meets regal radiance.
Cosmic justice and regal radiance. I like that. So think of it as your natural Libra harmony, kind of igniting.
Igniting a Leo-fueled revolution, exactly. And your diplomacy, it doesn't just keep the peace, it wears a crown of fire.
Okay, wow. So the source introduces you through this really powerful mix of archetypes. You're the harmonizer. That's the Libra sun part, right? That drive for balance.
Correct. But then you're armored in the Lion King solar mantle. That's your Leo rising coming through.
That imagery is just, it's striking. You're not merely a celestial judge balancing scales.
No, the forecast literally pictures your throne wreathed in solar flares. It's about being a diplomat who tempers that Libra need for equilibrium with, well, pure leonine audacity.
Yeah.
And presence.
Presence, definitely. And the forecast really crystallizes this. Your core identity for 2025 is the ambassador of blazing balance.
Which suggests you're uniquely positioned to transform social alchemy, that Libra skill of connecting people.
Right, harmonizing ideas.
Into soul-led sovereignty. It's about integrating your desire for external peace with your own internal power. Big stuff.
And there's even a decree from the stars for you in 2025, according to this forecast.
There is. It says, your fairness is your fierceness, your charm, your command.
That really sets the tone, doesn't it? Letting you know those qualities aren't weaknesses. They're actually sources of immense power this year.
Absolutely. So should we get into the cosmic physics in motion, what the source calls quantum astrology?
Let's do it. These planetary alignments for 2025, they sound like they're set to really ignite your relational cosmos, how you interact with everyone.
Okay, so a major player here is Pluto in Aquarius.
Yeah.
And it's spending the year in your 11th house, community, networks, collective movements.
And the source describes this as, wait, let me get this right, a social superconductivity event.
That's the phrase. Social superconductivity.
Okay, that sounds intense. What does that actually mean? Practically speaking, for someone with this chart, how does Pluto, the transformer in the house of groups, impact this Libra-Leo mix?
Well, what's fascinating is how this energy is supposed to magnetize your leadership within those groups.
Yeah.
Your Libra ability to see all sides becomes super potent, while your Leo rising gives you that charisma, that presence to draw people to a shared vision. Pluto here means deep shifts.
Deep shifts in friendships, alliances.
Exactly. And your role within those groups,
Yeah.
you're not just like participating anymore.
Yeah.
You're actually transforming the connections themselves.
Wow. And the forecast gives a journal prompt for this, right? Something about compromises.
Yes, a really insightful one. What 3 compromises dim my inner sun? Where does keeping peace betray my truth?
That hits right at the core Libra-Leo tension, doesn't it? That drive for peace versus the need to shine authentically.
Absolutely. Pluto demands authenticity.
Hmm.
In the 11th house, it's asking you to look really hard at where you might be shrinking yourself or your leadership, just to keep things smooth in the group.
So it's a push to align your group actions with your Leonine core, your integrity.
Precisely. Then we have Mars moving into Leo. That's July 20th to September 4th.
Yeah.
And it's right in your first house, the house of self, identity, how you show up.
And the source calls this one nuclear fusion happening within you.
Nuclear fusion in the first house. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds potent, maybe even a bit explosive. How does that translate? What does it mean for your presence?
Think pure, concentrated energy focused right on your personal power and how you project yourself. Your presence isn't just felt.
It becomes gravitational.
Exactly. The gravitational force pulling attention, pulling influence. You'll have this huge drive, this courage during that time for anything related to your identity, your personal goals.
Which leads to another key question from the source, a challenging one.
Yeah. Will I weaponize charm, Mars, or alchemize it into artistry, Leo?
Okay, let's unpack that. Mars can be forceful, right? Even aggressive
Yeah.
sometimes. But Leo is so creative, expressive. How does this challenge you?
That's the discernment needed. Weaponizing charm. That could look like using your charisma manipulatively.
Yeah.
Pushing your own agenda through sheer personality,
Hmm.
maybe not really considering others.
Right, force over finesse.
But alchemizing it into artistry. That's channeling that intense Mars energy through your natural Leo creativity, leading with passion, inspiring people authentically, making your actions a kind of compelling art form.
Making yourself an art form in a way. Okay, now there's also this really interesting tension highlighted. It involves Saturn in Pisces and Venus retrograde in Leo.
Yes, this is a big one for 2025. Saturn in Pisces is acting as what the source calls a karmic anchor.
A karmic anchor, where's it anchored?
In your fourth house. That's the zone of roots, foundation, home, family legacy. Saturn there brings maturity, responsibility, often tests or makes you really solidify your foundations.
Okay, so grounding energy there, but then Venus retrograde.
Meanwhile, Venus retrograde in Leo, that's July 31st to September 8th, is described as a rebirth, and it's happening in your seventh house.
Seventh house. Partnerships, relationships, right, even open adversaries.
Spot on. So Venus RXA there means a deep review, a renegotiation of your closest bonds, how you relate one-on-one.
So the core conflict the source points out is legacy versus love renegotiated. How does that play out? Saturn anchoring roots, Venus shaking up partnerships simultaneously. What does that balancing act look like for this Libra-Leo blend?
It's a really profound point of tension, actually. On one hand, Saturn's pushing you to build something lasting, take serious responsibility for home, family, legacy, that fourth house stuff.
Okay, solidifying things.
But on the other, Venus RX is forcing you to face maybe uncomfortable truths or redefine what you value in your key relationships, that seventh house stuff.
So you're pulled between building foundations and transforming connections.
Essentially, yes. The forecast suggests these transits really make you choose where your energy goes, solidifying your personal base or navigating these complex relationship shifts. It's about figuring out what's truly sustainable in both areas.
It's a lot to navigate. And the forecast also mentions several transits having a strong somatic connection, like you'll feel them physically.
Exactly. This brings in the concept of somatic astrology. Basically, viewing your body as a kind of cosmic compass that holds the energy of these alignments.
Okay, so physical sensations tied to specific planets.
Yes. The source details specific tensions. For instance, Mars moving through Libra, which, given the Leo rising chart structure, lands in your 12th house from about October 18th to December 9th.
Right.
That transit is linked to potential tension in the kidneys and lower back, especially during diplomatic efforts.
Kidneys and lower back. Why those areas? And why during diplomacy?
Well, astrologically, Libra rules the kidneys and lower back key areas for balance and the body's filtration systems, physical and energetic.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
And the 12th house can relate to things that are hidden, unconscious stresses. Mars brings energy, potential friction. So when Mars is in Libra, in the 12th, while you're trying to balance things or be diplomatic, that stress can literally manifest there, holding unspoken conflict.
Wow. And there's an embodiment exercise for this, a warrior pose.
Exactly. A warrior pose that blends the Libra and Leo energy. It's quite symbolic.
How does it work?
You stand strong, left palm open, reaching up, that's embodying Libra's openness, receiving harmony. But your right fist is clenched at your heart, embodying Leo's courage, centered power, determination.
Okay, I can picture that.
Then you visualize inhaling rose gold light, symbolizing peace and balance right into your core. And as you exhale, you breathe out conflict as crimson smoke, releasing that tension.
A physical alchemy. I like that. What about the solar eclipse in Leo, August 27th?
That one's right in your first house, the house of self. And it's linked to feeling fire in the heart and spine during integrity tests.
Fire in the heart and spine makes sense for Leo in the first house, but why tied specifically to integrity tests?
Solar eclipses really amplify the energy of the sign they're in. In the first house is a powerful moment for your identity, your self-expression. Leo rules the heart and spine, your core, your confidence. An integrity test is when your actions need to align with your inner truth. If you're out of sync, maybe letting that Leo need for validation override your core. That tension can feel like actual fire or a blockage right there, heart and spine, your power center.
So the exercise involves sun salutations at dawn and roaring. That's very Leo.
It absolutely is. It's about embracing that raw Leo power. Sun salutations honor Leo's ruler, the sun, connecting you to your power source.
And the roaring.
That's a primal release,
Ah.
claiming your voice, your space. It's a somatic way to move through those integrity tests, reclaiming your power instead of letting the tension burn you up.
Okay, and one more somatic link. Mercury retrograde in Libra, also in the 12th house, September 30th to October 21st.
Right. This one points to potential static in the jaw and throat, specifically when you're silencing your truth.
Mercury rules communication. Libra can relate to the throat jaw, and the 12th is hidden things.
Exactly. When Mercury Ars hits Libra in the 12th, it can bring up unexpressed thoughts, difficult conversations about fairness, balance, maybe those hidden compromises we talked about with Pluto.
And holding back your truth, especially with that Libra pressure to keep peace,
Yeah.
it creates physical tension. Jaw, throat. Got it.
Makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
It really does. And the exercise is sipping rose tea while tracing justice scales on the neck. That feels very gentle, very Libran.
It is.
Oh.
Rose tea is soothing, calming that physical tension, and tracing the scales on your neck. It's like a physical affirmation, balancing justice with your voice.
A subtle way of saying, okay, I'm integrating my truth with fairness. I'm preparing to speak clearly.
Exactly. These practices are about working with the energies, embodying them, not just being pushed around by them.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. The forecast also talks about historical synchronicity, suggesting you walk with the energy of other Libra-Leo luminaries.
Yeah, it's a neat perspective. It suggests you carry the legacy of others who merged grace with glory. It grounds the archetype.
Like who? Who are the examples?
Well, figures like John Lennon. Libra Sun, right? Seeking peace, harmony. But with that undeniable Leo-level magnetism, he channeled his vision into global anthems, didn't he?
He really did. Soundtrack for revolutions, almost.
Exactly. Or think about Oscar Wilde. His sun was Libra, but that Leo rising, it armored his Libran wit and aesthetic sense in this, like theatrical brilliance, a captivating persona.
Using charm and artistry to challenge norms.
Precisely. And Mahatma Gandhi is mentioned too. Not the exact sun-rising combo, but embodying the energy powerfully. Diplomatic genius, that Libra nonviolence, but with absolutely leonine moral courage. A commanding presence.
It's a powerful combination.
And then a contemporary example, Hugh Jackman. You can see that blend so clearly. The Leo state sovereignty meeting that equitable, approachable Libra charisma.
Looking at these figures, it really paints a picture of the possibilities, doesn't it? How this blend can show up in the world.
For sure. And it leads into that powerful 2025 mantra the source provides. Like Lenin, I soundtrack revolutions. Like Gandhi, I wield truth as sacred theater.
Wow. That's an invitation to see your own potential for real impact, both expression and action.
And the source material isn't just observational. It gives you tools, practical, interactive things, rituals, reflections to consciously work with these energies.
Right. These are the tools to actually become that ambassador of blazing balance, like the Leo new moon or ritual blueprint for July 28th.
Yes, that's a potent example.
Yeah.
It involves writing limiting beliefs on gold leaf.
Gold leaf.
Then burning it in a brass bowl with cinnamon. Very fiery, very transformative imagery there.
And then dancing in the ashes wearing red.
Yeah. Embodying the energy, owning the transformation. And finally declaring, from embers, I reign.
What's the core intention behind all those specific steps? Feels very symbolic.
It's basically a ritual of self-coronation. The gold leaf is what's precious, but maybe limiting those old beliefs. Burning it with fire, Leo, and cinnamon, more fire energy, is alchemy. Releasing the limits, dancing in the ashes, wearing red. That's about embodying the raw power left behind, stepping into your Leo sovereignty. The declaration seals it. From the death of old beliefs, your true ruler self emerges.
Powerful stuff. The forecast also revisits that journal prompt. Where does the performer overshadow the partner? What throne have I gifted to others?
Yes. And this prompt feels like it ties directly back to that core Saturn-Venus-Oryx tension we discussed earlier.
The balance between building your own legacy, the performer, the throne, and engaging authentically in relationships, the partner.
Exactly. Your Leo rising loves to perform, loves the spotlight, the throne. Your Libra sun needs partnership, equality, connection.
So the prompt forces you to look at, where is the performance getting in the way of real connection?
Or where are you prioritizing external validation over balanced relationships? And the flip side, where are you giving away your power, gifting your throne, just to keep the peace? Crucial self-awareness for 2025.
Definitely. And then there's the sovereign balance breath practice, the specific breathing technique.
Yeah, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6. And the forecast says to do this with hands over the heart and solar plexus.
Okay, what's the significance of those counts and the and placement?
Well, the 4-count inhale is about drawing in, Libra equilibrium, fairness.
Yeah,
Holding for 4 embodies Leo power, centering that energy inside.
right.
And the longer exhale, 6 counts, is about releasing compromise, tension, letting go of what doesn't serve that balance. Hands on the heart, Leo's domain, and solar plexus, personal power, just grounds the practice right in your energetic core.
It's just like a mini ritual you can do daily to integrate that core dynamic.
Exactly. Simple but effective.
We also see this archetype reflected in culture, right? The
Yeah.
source calls it cultural resonance.
Yeah, it helps make the archetype more relatable when you see its energy in stories or figures we know. Like in movies.
Hmm.
Think T'Challa from Black Panther.
Ah, yes. Leo royalty, regal presence, courage, responsibility.
Combined with that diplomatic skill, the moral compass, the care for his people. Very Libra principles there.
Good example. What about music?
Think about the Libra seduction and aesthetic flair of Prince's Kiss,
Hmm.
fused with the Leo spectacle, the heart, the grand story of Elton John's Circle of Life.
Okay, I can see that blend. Seduction and spectacle.
And in literature, the source mentions the charismatic ambition, that magnetic pull of characters in The Great Gatsby, very Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting the unwavering moral compass in pursuit of justice you see in Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird. Quintessential Libra energy.
So these examples really show how combining these energies creates something truly compelling.
Definitely. And the visual metaphor the source uses is perfect. A lion's mane woven with golden scales.
Ferocity tempered by fairness, vivid.
Exactly.
Okay, finally, the forecast looks ahead. Future forecasting. 3 potential timelines for 2025.
Yes, and it really stresses that your choices, especially during that key Venus retrograde in Leo window, July 31st to September 8th, those choices heavily influence which path unfolds.
So timeline A is the luminous legislator. What does that path involve?
That's the path it opens if you consciously lead with heart-centered justice, really integrating your Leo passion with Libra fairness.
In the outcome.
Pretty significant. Spearheading a global arts diplomacy initiative. The forecast suggests Pluto in Aquarius helps trigger viral solidarity around what you're doing, your theater of equity.
Your public expression of fairness through creativity.
Right. It actually starts reshaping cultural policy in the signpost. Maybe Jupiter trine your ascendant around October 14th, possibly leading to a major endorsement, UNESCO recognition even.
Wow. Okay, that's the high road. What about timeline B, the gilded cage?
This is the potential outcome if you prioritize image over integrity. Letting the performer overshadow the partner, maybe chasing that external validation too much. The shadow Leo side.
What happens then?
The forecast warns of creative blocks, adrenal fatigue. That Saturn and Pisces energy in your 4th house might force a retreat, make you confront performative burnout.
Exhaustion from keeping up appearances. Makes sense. Is there a signpost for this one?
Potentially Mars square Pluto around May 3rd. A really tense aspect where conflict, maybe even a betrayal, could expose alliances built just on image, not substance.
Oof. Okay. And timeline C, the cosmic choreographer.
This is the path if you really manage to merge your art and your advocacy, truly integrating fiery expression with the pursuit of balance and peace.
And the outcome here?
Also incredibly impactful. Directing a major peace-building spectacle, maybe at COP35, a global climate conference, the forecast links this to Neptune in Aries' visionary, pioneering work that inspires people.
Potentially even a Nobel nomination.
That's what it suggests. Your work could redefine diplomatic artistry. And a signpost here might be the solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd, perhaps bringing a world leader into collaboration with you.
These timelines really drive home the power of choice in 2025, don't they? Especially during that Venus RX. Not set in stone, but potentials based on how you embody the energy.
Exactly. It's all about conscious engagement.
So as we reach the end, the epilogue. It presents a core challenge for 2025, distilled into one question.
Yes. Will you let your scales tip to please crowds, Libra, or let your roar deafen nuance, Leo?
That cuts right to the heart of it, doesn't it? The tension within this archetype.
Finding that balance between the Libra desire for harmony and validation and the Leonine power of authentic, maybe even disruptive truth.
And the forecast gives that image of the solar diplomat, scepter and scales fused, harmony and power as one instrument.
A single instrument of revolution.
And the final powerful statement, the provocative thought to leave us with.
Fire without balance consumes, justice without power decorates. You are the flame that illuminates truth.
A really potent reminder of the unique potential you hold this year.
Absolutely.
As our cosmic journey concludes,
Dive deeper into your unique path.
request your email audio reading now.
Find the link in the description below.
Explore episode resources and links.
All details are waiting for you there.
Ignite.
Think.
Become.
Subscribe for Starlight Insights. Thank you for joining us.